So, I've got to talk about some of the stuff that I only briefly mentioned in my last video. Now, for creating the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich, this is going to be a recipe that shows up in my cookbook when I create it. About the food that I create, it's kind of, I would call it otherkin, furry, and autistic cuisine, basically. So, you could almost say that my style in cooking is almost kind of unique based upon the, sort of limited range of ingredients that I use, although not as limited as some, and at times, like I've said, if there's a food that I don't like but I want to like, the techniques that I've mentioned in my previous video will add that ingredient into my cooking. So, for the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I don't know if I use the wild jungle peanut butter in a sandwich, but next time I get it, I would use that, and I would use some really interesting kind of jam or jelly. Now, what I really like is a jelly made from prickly pear fruit. In fact, the prickly pear is the national fruit of Israel, so this would be a mazel tov sandwich. And so, for the bread, I would definitely use whole grain sourdough, because I love that. And I would, or if at Passover, of course, I don't do the chametz kosher thing for Passover, because I eat what I want. Matzah's still good, especially the egg matzah. So if it was Passover, I would use egg matzah, even though it's not whole grain, but it's a holiday, so you get to eat, not perfectly healthy on the holiday, because that's what holidays are for. So, with that, I would add the wild jungle peanut butter and prickly pear cactus jelly. So that, I think, would be one of the best PB&Js. I have had a peanut butter and cactus sandwich, as they call a peanut butter and prickly pear jelly sandwich. That's the name for it, peanut butter and cactus sandwich. But I didn't know about wild jungle peanut butter then, so I just used regular peanut butter. I have to check out a few stores, Whole Foods as well as possibly some specialty stores, to see where I can get cactus jelly. I think that a couple of Southwest catalogs, sell it, but I'd have to figure out where they have it, So, that's a good recipe. And then, you would have guessed that I am a supporter of the Unitarian Universalist Service Committee's The Goodbye Store, because I'm a spiritual universalist. Yes. I prefer not to go to church or temple or any type of building regularly for worship. I prefer to go to the beach or the woods or some type of natural area to do that. But, sometimes if it's for special occasions, like, for a holiday or for certain fun events and stuff, or things that were like for certain rituals, I will go to shul, a liberal shul, that is. The best shul I think that I've gone to so far is Congregation Mishkan Tefillah in Chestnut Hill, so Massachusetts. But Temple Beth Zion is also really cool, and that's very liberal. So that's a Brookline shul. So, where else? So, where else is that, where else? Yeah, so, for certain events, I might also go to UU Church, because that's a religion that embraces and accepts all religions as valid. So, also some UU churches have coffee house concerts that are fun. So, me, I love coffee, I'm kind of a hippie, I'm a spiritual universalist, and I love to have fun, sing and dance, and, so coffee house concerts at UU churches or anywhere that's not super conservative, I love. So, or else, yeah. So anyway, so that's it for now.